Okay, Mylene, we're going to go through a few more measurements today. Today's going to be a flexibility measurement. We're going to measure the flexibility of your shoulder. We're going to measure the flexibility of your hips, your knees, and your ankle. And we're going to do that using the goniometer. And then I'm going to take you out to another room where we're going to measure the flexibility of your hamstrings, doing a V-sit and reach test. And we're going to execute those twice and we're going to do these on both sides of your body.
Okay.
Okay, but right now we're going to assess your shoulder flexion. So what I'm going to need you to do is lay down flat on your back, and what I'm going to do is your arm's going to be laying down the side of your body, and when I ask you to go ahead and begin, you're going to take this arm up, over, straight over through, it's called the sagittal plane, but just towards the end range of motion there, and from there I'm going to record your shoulder flexion.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go ahead and have you lay in a supine position or just flat on your back. Okay, so I'm going to place this right here on the lateral side of your humerus or your arm here.
Okay.
I'm going to line one end up through the midline of your trunk, and go ahead and yes, lay that flat by your side, and you can begin flexion whenever you are ready. All right, very good. Perfect. Okay, go ahead and take it back. All right, let's go ahead and rest for a second. We're going to perform that one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Get back in its position here. And whenever you're ready to begin. A little bit further that time. All right, very nice. I'm going to take it back and relax. All right, nice job. All right, so through this next flexibility test for your shoulder, we just tested flexion. We're going to do the opposite now, so it's going to be extension. So this time you're going to lay on your stomach, and when you lay on your stomach, all you're going to need to do is have your hand again at your side, and what you're going to need to do is extend it back this way as far as you can go. Okay? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and have you lie prone this time, or on your stomach. You can arm down by your side, hands by your side as well. You can have your elbow a little flexed. Here, let me get this right again. So we're going to put this axis right at the lateral side of your acromion, or the lateral side of your shoulder. The immovable arm is going down the middle of your trunk or mid-axillary line, and the movable arm is going to follow your humerus or your arm. And go ahead and begin extension. Okay, go ahead and rest. And you're at 35 degrees of extension. I'm going to go ahead and record that, and then we'll do it one more time, okay?
Okay.
So we're going to do your second attempt here for shoulder flexion. Again, I'll have this lined up. And go ahead, on your mark, you can start whenever. A little bit further that time. 36, go ahead and rest. All right, I'll record that and we'll move on to your next flexibility assessment. Okay, so for this flexibility assessment, we're going to measure shoulder horizontal adduction. We're going to be doing this again from a supine or on your back position. You're going to have your palm facing upwards or in a supinated position, and you're just going to have it right here by your side, and I'm going to have you take it up as high as you can, and that's called horizontal adduction.
Okay.
We'll get a measurement, and we'll have you relax a second, and then we'll measure it one more time.
Okay.
Okay, so if you could just go ahead and lay on your back for me. All right, and we're going to have your palm facing up. If you don't mind, I'm going to get in a little close here to get the axis of rotation.
Okay.
here on your acromion. And on your mark, I'm going to move the arm following the midline of your humerus. Okay, you can go ahead and relax. Again, I'm going to get in here to get the axis rotation, and you can begin when ready. Very good. All right, thank you, Mylene. Okay, almost finished up with the shoulder. We're now going to test your flexibility in medial and lateral rotation, or internal and external rotation. So again, we're going to have you in that supine or laying on your back position. But this time you're going to have your arm abducted off the table, and you're going to have your elbow bent at 90 degrees. And this arm's going to be perpendicular to the floor.
Okay.
And then from there, you are going to either externally rotate, or you're going to internally rotate your shoulder, and I'll get your measurings with the goniometer with that. Okay, so go ahead, you're lying in that supine position. Go ahead and let your arm come out in abduction 90 degrees. You want this level here with the rest of your body. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and begin lining up the stationary arm here, perpendicular to the floor as well, and the axis on the olecranon process. And I'm going to want you to externally rotate, so this direction. Keep going to that end range. All right. And then back up. And then go ahead and take it into internal rotation. All right, perfect. All right, you rest for a second, and then we'll try it again. Giving you a second, we're going to go ahead and take your second measurement. Okay, whenever you're ready, go ahead and go into external rotation. All right, very good. Go ahead, begin the medial rotation. All right, very good. Okay, Mylene, we're going to go ahead and move on with our flexibility test, and we're going to start measuring the flexibility of your elbow.
Okay.
This again will be in a supine position, meaning laying on your back, and we're going to have your hands again as close to your side as possible. We're going to place a little pillow underneath your elbow to make sure that it's aligned with the midline of your body. And then from there, I'm just going to have you try and touch your shoulder with your hand in elbow flexion.
Okay.
All right, I'll get my measurement. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll do the other side of your body.
Okay.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and lay down for me. Okay, I'm going to stick this pillow underneath here. Good, just try and keep that arm as close to your body as possible. I'm going to go ahead and line up the goniometer, and you can begin elbow flexion when you're ready. Okay. Very good, you can relax. 146. All right. And line this back up. All right, on your ready. 8. Alright, nice job.
Thank you, Marlene.
Alright, Mylene, so this next flexibility assessment is going to be your hip flexion. So again, this will be in a supine position. We're going to lay you fully extended here on our table. And from there, I'm going to need you to flex at the hip, but also to make sure that you're doing it while flexing your knee. This is because if you keep it straight, your hamstring will limit the range of motion of your hip. So when you bend it, we're trying to get that end range or that maximum range of our hip. So if you can just go ahead and lay in that supine or on your back position. Yes, both legs extended. Alright, I'm going to set up the measure to the greater trochanter, or that's just the head of your femur. The fixed arm is lining up with the midline of your body, and the movable one with your femur. Okay, so go ahead and begin hip flexion. Okay, I want you to relax a little bit, see if you can push it a little bit further. There you go. Perfect. Okay, you can relax. All right, we're going to try this again. Same exact thing for me. You can begin when you're ready. Okay, take a deep breath. Try and get a little bit more for me. All right, that's perfect. Go ahead and relax. For your assessment, we're going to measure the flexibility in hip extension. Hip extension is going to be done in a prone position or laying on your stomach. And from there, what you're going to do is with your foot dorsiflexed, you're just going to extend your hip as far back as you can. Just try and kick your heel up as far as it can go. And we'll get the measure of your hip flexibility in extension. So go ahead and just lie there on your stomach in the prone position. Go ahead and place the goniometer's axis on the greater trochanter of your femur, just kind of like on the side of your femoral head. The fixed arm is going to go down the midline of your body, and the movable arm is going to follow your leg in extension whenever you are ready. Very good. Okay, you can relax. All right. And we get this lined up again, and whenever you are ready, okay, you can relax. All right. Thank you, Maddie.